peak week, motherfuckers. Let's get it. Yes, YouTube. Hope everyone is good. And as you would have just heard me say, it is peak week. So it is currently Tuesday. So we are 4 days out. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. So I guess, 4 days out, 4 or 5 days out. I don't even fucking know. Let's say 5 days out. But 5 days out, things are looking very good. We did the high day, 2 high days over Friday and Saturday, which obviously you guys saw me in having the high day on the Saturday. Sunday, straight back down to baseline food. Ended up dropping I think £3.5, and then I think we dropped we dropped £3.5 for Monday. So Tom brought food back up because we just started to flatten out a little bit, and we don't want to lose that look too much. So if you flatten out too much before your show, when you then actually carb up and try and fill up your glycogen, your body just burns through it. So then you get on stage and you're actually not that full. So he's filled up. He gave me more carbs yesterday. Obviously ate those. Weighed in again today. Dropped another 0.7 pounds. So Tom's like, okay, more food for you. So we've got another 100 grams of extra carbs. So we was on 250 carb yesterday, and now we are on 350 carb, which is bloody lovely. But yeah, obviously with peak week, it's now just freshening up. So it's all the work's basically been done. No more fat loss in this stage right now. We just want to fill up, freshen the look, and obviously be able to come to the stage full, fresh, not beaten down. Because if you're beating yourself down and you're too flat leading into peak week or leading into the show, when you then carb up for the show, your body's just going to burn through it, and you're actually not going to utilise the carbs properly, and you're not going to fill up properly. So what we're doing right now is just kind of slowly tapering up the carbs, filling up the muscle glycogen. So then, when we do actually do a proper heavy carb up, like talking 600-800 gram of carb, maybe even more, usually around the 800 gram of carb for me, my body's actually going to respond to it, and we're actually going to fill up from it. So then when we get to stage, we're peeled, we're full, and we bring a sick motherfucking look. So yeah, literally steps down to 8k. So we're not trying to cause any inflammation on within my legs. We're doing too much, so it's literally just rest. Training's been tapered down. I'm going to take you through what training is like in a peak week. A lot of people, they think, okay, peak, I've got a week out, I need to be hammering the gym to make sure I'm fucking getting the most out of these sessions. But when actually in peak week, you want to just be, like I said, we want to freshen up the body. All you're looking for is going in for a pump. You don't want to be pushing anything to failure. Otherwise, you're just going to cause inflammation around that muscle tissue, which is then going to blur the look when you get on stage. So, yeah, it's boring training, but it's extremely necessary. So, yeah. Anyways, I've done basically my morning routine. Got a beverage, which I'm not going to sip because I just made it and it's going to be bloody hot. Got my hydration, and in approximately 3 minutes, I've got a posing kind of call with my guy Stewie. I think he's on Instagram, it's coached by Stewie. He's just helping me kind of correlate. I've got the routine that I'd like to do, but he's very classic and he knows what he's very classic. So yeah, we're gonna see what we can change to fix up a couple poses, so then when it comes to the weekend, we bring the best package possible. And that's all it is. That's literally all it is. This week is just all about doing those fine tweaks to make sure that you are ready. So yeah, let's get that started.
Let's get it. Remember, stack those out at first, nice and round. Beautiful. Filling that most muscular. Rotate it nicely. Good. Thick to the top line. Great on the abs. Great on the arm and delts. You're just going to get a bit more thickness on the arm. Yeah. And then close that bicep gap. So bring your hands closer to your head a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Elbows up a touch. That's it. There you go.
Right, so that is the posing call done. I just went over the mandatories, just went over a bit of the routine, and I'm pretty happy with it, man. All it is just, we just wanted to make sure everything is consistent, so I'm hitting each pose consistently the same each time, and that is the best way I can actually display my physique, because I think at the end of the day, when you get on that stage, one thing that you can control as an individual is what presentation you bring. So, if you come in and you're absolutely peeled and whatever, you've done everything, but you're posing shit and you're not displaying your physique properly, it's going to bring you down. And, that's one thing I tell people is, on stage, you can't really control, I guess, where you are going to place, because it depends on who turns up, it depends what the judges want. And I think as long as you just listen to your coach, then you're taking every single box off, you're not cheating, you're doing absolutely everything your coach asks you, to a point where hopefully you're coming in good condition, and you're as big as you can be. It's not like you're going to be able to put on muscle. You're as big as you can be, you're as peeled as you can be, you've done everything, you've listened to your coach, so there's not much as an individual that you else can do. But what you can control is your presentation and your posing on stage. And it's you don't want to walk away going, okay, fuck, I look good, but posing was crap, I just didn't look that good on stage for this, that, I weren't displaying my teeth properly. So it's, take time posing and practice, so then you can walk away from that stage going, okay, I did absolutely everything there. And then no matter the result, really, you're proud of what you've brought. Of course, you want the best result possible, and that's what we're going for. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to go and shower, and then get meal number 1 on, and then go and train push. Well, it's not push, actually, it's chest and delts. So let's get it. Right, you guys know the pre-workout meal currently, which is the oat cookie. And if you don't know, get to know, because this is just pure heaven at the moment. So I've got 115 grams of oats, 48 grams of whey protein, 100 grams of berries, and then 10 grams of powdered peanut butter. And then I've got 2 plain rice cakes with 7 grams of jam on each of those. And I love a good fucking rice cake as well. So buzzing about that. Got myself another beverage. So this will be the pre-workout meal. I'm going to scran this, and then I will see you at the gym and run you through kind of the session that we're going to be doing, how we're structuring it, and why. And then we'll go from there, man. So let's get it. I'll see you at the gym. Right, we are in the gym. So today would usually be quads, but we did quads yesterday because they hold a little bit more inflammation. So we did those at the beginning of the week, so then they're fresher near the end of the week, so they've got more detail within the legs. So today we're doing chest and delts. Literally this session is going to consist of 3 chest exercises, 2 shoulder exercises, and basically just doing 2 to 3 sets per exercise. But one of them is going to be a working set, which is where it's not even a working set, I can't even call it a working set, it's going to be me just pushing it to about 3 reps in reserve. So it's a bit of a weird one, because usually I like to train to straight up failure, but that's not the purpose of this session. The purpose of this session is literally just to drive blood into the muscle and get a good pump, but not push it too hard. So yeah. Obviously, with these exercises as well, I'm just going to be slowing it down, make sure I'm getting a good squeeze at the end of the reps, good stretch. That's something that I see a lot of people with their chest flies, is they come in and they just want to meet their hands in the middle. Forget about your hands. What you want to do is almost
try and get your elbows to touch at that end of that movement. So when you're bringing through, you're literally trying to bring your arm as far across your body, the midline of your body, which is going to activate your pec more. So you're going to engage the pec more. It's going to lead to more growth and big juicy titties. So yeah, just a little tip with chest flies, because I see a lot of people just fucking doing this, and I'm just like, all right, mate. Go on, give us a sip. Also, this is top 2, top 3 monsters. It is unreal. Honeydew melon and citrus, absolute fire. Also, if you're wondering why we've put the plates like this, because I've got a 10 and then 2 20s. Because that's I'm training with Lil, and I'm not taking off loads of plates to put on another plate so it looks nice. I don't care. Not in the off season, yeah, probably. But when I'm in prep, I don't even want to be on plates and plate loaded machines anyway. I just want to go on like cable based, but there's not many good cable machines in here, unfortunately. So weird not being able to push to where you want to. Right down my arm, started to get hard where I'm gonna have some struggle reps, but I'm like, I'm not allowed to do that. So it is a bit of a mindfuck training in this week, because you're like, all right, I'm a week out, I want to make the most out of every session, but that requires, for you to make the most out of this session, it requires you not to train as hard. So it's a bit of a mindfuck, but whatever it takes. Right, on to last chest exercise. So obviously we went from chest fly. I like to start off with chest fly at the moment. If you struggle to connect with your chest when you're going straight into a press for your first exercise, start with a chest fly. Helps just open your shoulders up, gets blood into the chest, opens it up really nicely. So then like you get a better connection going into your other presses. But then obviously went on to the incline, and now we're on this flat plate loaded press, which somewhat converges in, so it's quite nice to get like a little bit of conversion on a chest exercise. So yeah, finishing off with this 2 shoulder, yes sir. Alright, on to the last exercise now. Finish off your shoulder press. Just get as much blood into the muscle as possible. We'll go do some posing and then home for meal number 2. Right, I really actually need to start bringing my trunks to the gym, but I just always forget. It's got like a spare pair, put it in my fucking bag, don't I? But yeah, there's 197.1 pounds this morning, lowest of all prep. So we're still kind of just trying to fill up because we're actually quite flat at the moment. But it is what it is. This is part of it. But I thought I'd show you the current look. Yeah, that is current look post push. I'm happy with it. I'm excited to just fill up and see what we can do. I spoke to someone this morning and I went, this is the most conditioned we've been at the moment. And if we can bring the same amount of fullness, if not better, to the PCA that we did at the PCA stage, holy shit, it's going to be a good look. It's going to be really competitive. And obviously, that's where we want to be. So, yeah, let's head home. It's grand. All right then, so we are home. We have the post-workout meal, which is this lovely goodness. Actually trying the ESN rice pudding, I'm sure that you've heard of. It's literally just a powdered kind of like rice pudding. Put hot water in it, makes it lovely. So I've just got some protein in this. I got 100 grams of ESN rice pudding with 48 grams of whey protein, 100 grams of raspberries, and then 10 grams of the powdered peanut butter, and then got myself a lovely Lando Norris Monster. This isn't my second one. I'm only having one Monster a day at the moment in peak week, but obviously I had a little sip of Lil's because, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, I thought I'd show you the post-workout meal. Oh yeah. It's very much like a porridge almost, but it's literally just super fast digesting. It tastes pretty good. You can put whatever you want in there. ESN have like designer powders as well that you can obviously use to put in to obviously sweeten it up even more if you want more sweetness instead of adding like protein powder. So yeah, it tastes pretty fucking good. So yeah, I'm gonna scram this now. I'm actually going to end this video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed, obviously, I guess, the morning and the training. Really, in this video, I just wanted to kind of just show to you and explain to you kind of the importance of changing up your training when going into that peak week. A lot of people think you just need to be fucking straight up hammering it out. But you don't. Your whole purpose of that peak week is to just freshen up your body so then you're ready for the stage, instead of causing a bunch of inflammation and looking tired on stage. You don't want that. So yeah, I thought it was important to show that. Obviously, we have got the show this weekend on Saturday, so I'm not too sure exactly what plans we're looking to do regarding filming. Also, I'll record the day. I might record the carb up again. We will see. I might just do it into one video. I don't know. I'm just going to get a bunch of footage. I'll record the carb up. I'll record the show day, and then we'll go from there. But either way, show day number 2 is on the horizon. I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. I've been enjoying getting them out. And stay tuned for the show day video. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.